All right, Donald Miller. It is like late November. I think it's November 18th. So I'm gonna make a quick video for helpers. Okay, and I haven't made one in a while for helpers, especially not on site. So I think it's good that I make this video today. I've been in this trade for 20 years. Okay, and I'm established now. Okay, I have three foremen underneath of me, and you don't just get to that level. Okay, no level is guaranteed in this trade, and you need to understand that, especially if you're entering this trade and you have 20, 30, maybe 40 years ahead of you. This is priceless information right now. All right, you want to pay attention to everything that you do. Don't get into this punching a time clock thing, okay? Especially if this is going to be your career. There's a lot of people in this trade that this is just a job, and they're the ones that they'll always have a job, I guess, but they're not going to really, there's not going to be a lot of movement for them. Okay, they might make mechanic, and that's about it. But you're not gonna see them make foreman, and you're definitely not gonna see them start managing anything. All right, because it's just a job to them. And if you have that mindset that this is just a job, there's so much that you miss in learning, because every day on these jobs, you can learn so much if you would just pay attention. And a lot of times you miss a lot because either you're smoking weed or you're drinking. Your mind, like, I know you think you can handle it, and you can get by. Okay, you can smoke weed and you can drink and you can get by and you can keep your job. But the guy who isn't, okay, the guy who is coming onto the job, he decided to put the alcohol down a little bit and decided to cut back on smoking, or maybe he stopped smoking altogether. That guy's going to excel. Okay, and I mean, when I say excel, I mean, because that's what I did. Okay, and I got it, so I can spot it. All right. And what happens is, when you put this stuff down and you start going to work every day, you start realizing, you start seeing things, you start paying attention more, and you start learning the trade in a whole different level. All right. And when you learn this trade at a different level, you can troubleshoot better because you're paying attention more. You're looking at the subtle problems, and it is all about paying attention. I can, at my level now, I can walk on to multiple foreman sites, okay, and I can see problems before the foreman gets to that problem. Okay, it's almost like it's because I've been doing this one area of electric for 20 years, okay? I can see problems before problems happen, okay? And the reason that is because when I was younger, I did pay attention more. I was all about, if a Saturday was available to me, I would work a Saturday. If I could work with Bob, I'd work with Bob. If I could work with Jeff, I would work with Jeff. If I could, whatever mechanic was out there, okay, and that mechanic had skills, I went to him, and I didn't bullshit his ear. I paid attention to his hands. I saw him approach a problem, and I looked at where his mind was, and I stole every little bit of information that man had. And I took it as mine. Like, my skills aren't really my skills. My skills are more stolen from the other tradesmen that I paid attention to. All right. And if you're young in this trade and you're going into it, you have an opportunity to do what I did. Okay. And if you do that, I guarantee you'll become a foreman. All right. You'll become a foreman, or you'll make a higher, like, wherever you go, you'll make more than your fellow man. Okay. And I know that's hard to say to some people, and, some people are making peanuts still, and they're making peanuts because of their own actions. It's not because their boss won't pay them more. It's because we are all in this trade, and we are all compensated based on how we conduct ourselves. Okay? If you have a shitty boss, go somewhere else. It's not hard. Okay? If no matter how hard of a hiring the environment is, you can find a job if you're willing to sacrifice for that job. Okay? I had someone just come up to me yesterday asking for a job, and when I asked how much does he want to get paid, he goes, let me give you a week and you see what I can do, and we'll negotiate my pay at the end of the week. That's fair. That's probably one of the best job interviews. Like, that guy was instantly hired because he said that. All right, he's willing to show me what he's worth. All right. So, going back to being able to see problems before they happen, all right? It's all due to paying attention on sites. Like, when I was told to sweep, I swept the best I could. When I was told to clean up a job, I cleaned up the job the best I could. It didn't matter what function of the job I was being asked to do. I did it the best I could. So when the time came and I was taught the electrical portion of the job, I was able, because I was already in practice of doing the best I can, I was able to retain any information. Like, they would show me how to fish a wall. I could fish 20 walls after that. Okay, they could show me how to troubleshoot an outlet. I could troubleshoot outlets all day long after that. And it's all through repetition. And you get there by little tiny steps in the beginning of the day. Okay? First little step, show up on time. Second little step, show up on time in a good mood. Third little step, show up on time in a good mood and be willing to learn. All right? As it doesn't matter what you're doing, it's more the discipline that's getting you molded into the type of tradesman you want to be. All right? The moment you're molded into that Bob Vila 1980 style tradesman, you're off to the races. Okay? You can be taught anything. If you want to become a pipe welder, by all means, rock out. Go get it. Okay? Because you're molded into a tradesman. All they need to do is dump the knowledge in. Okay? But that mold has to be there. All right? And people need to understand that. You got to build the mold. After you have the mold, then we'll pour the knowledge in, and we'll teach you how to be a trade. We'll teach you how to be an electrical tradesman or a carpentry tradesman. But it's all the same there. So I'm cutting it short. It's a little 8-minute video. Let me get back to work. I appreciate you listening. God bless. Good luck out there.